Good afternoon and welcome to News at 2 on Ghana Television, still the only station with nationwide coverage. I'm Gifty Auntie, now the news in detail. Motorists in Accra say the proposed 150 to 200% increase on the insurance premium will make life unbearable for them. They have therefore called on authorities to suspend the decision.
And we are paying 79 cedi. So by the next year, maybe we'll pay double.
Which will be how much?
It will be almost 150 Ghana cedi.
Thank you very much. And what is your view about it?
It's too high. But
let's say 2 million there. I could do there. Me mama, kawo na mama na be affecting gas. Because the dollars into some high. Passengers no, okata is ya tun dollars in duty. Ya the lolly feni be to so enye yi. Nya dia passenger better than once. E di say no kawo na mama na visa be affecting gas. Na ya drivers mo ma affect here. Se kawo na so de say to so dia na say yanso. Ya to ya fe na so.
New cars na eba no. Number 2.5. Now old one what you say we there. Number double price. I'm now cover old money, 1.2 and 3. We say I'm telling.
I didn't
Too much.
I think the increase is just too much.
So what should be done?
It has to be reduced. Why not?
Meanwhile, the Minister for Transportation, Mr. Mike Hammer, has halted the new insurance premium charges scheduled to take effect today. The decision follows agitation by some commercial drivers and motor vehicle owners on the impact of the steep adjustment on the operations.
Given the fact that the increases are quite astronomical, we thought that besides we're not brought into the picture. I was not informed, my ministry didn't know anything about it, and we're a major stakeholder. So I thought that there was a need for us to call the National Insurance Commission because they are the regulators of insurance business. So this morning we met them, we discussed it, and then we told them about our concerns and worries, and we also agreed with us that there was a need to take a second look at it. So there was a need to suspend the implementation of the new tariffs, which they agreed. So they are going to suspend it, and then they're going to go back onto the table, the negotiation table. The stakeholders are going to take a second look at the technical proposals, because I believe that because some of the costs probably are due to inefficiencies within the insurance industry. I believe those will also have to be identified. I'm sure once we do that, we can reduce the cost of the premiums. Of course, there are other factors and issues that we looked at, but then the technical people will take a second look at it. Then when we finally come out with the quantum of increase, there's a need to really deepen and widen stakeholder consultations because they affect the very lives of the people. Look, insurance premium contributes about 13.7% of the cost of transportation. With this increase of between 300 and 360%, you are looking at something close to a 50% increase in transport costs. Quite frankly, it's going to paralyze the economy. It's unacceptable.
Definitely, this will be welcoming news for many motorists. But we have been joined by the chairman of the Ghana Road Transport Co-ordinating Council, Mr. Matthew Hayford. And prior to the minister's call to halt the implementation of the new motor insurance tariffs, the GRTCC had decided to increase road transport fares by up to 50% across the board. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome.
Good afternoon, madam.
Well, what do you make of this minister's statement?
That is splendid. The minister has saved a situation. We were looking at this 2 weeks ago when we started discussing the issue with them, and they didn't take it serious.
One thing the minister pointed out was the fact that his ministry didn't know about it. Is it possible that the insurance companies can take such a decision without consulting the Ministry of Transportation?
It is true. We, even the operators, they consulted us 2.5 months ago. They didn't tell us the levels of increase. They only told us of the benefits. So we question, how can you tell us the benefit, but the increase will not tell us? Not knowing they were going to increase it between 350 and 450%. So they didn't gather the courage to tell us. They only told us that it is a proposal given to the commission. Then we said, if benefit is a proposal you have given to the commission, the premium you have to pay you have given to the commission, you are telling us one, why are you not telling us the others? So when that happened, immediately we engage a consultant to investigate into the insurance industry to know the motive why they are hiding it from us. He brought out a report that they had prepared. Motor tariff 210.
Right.
The first page paragraph, I look at the interesting thing, basis for increasing the insurance premium. Lately, practitioners in their ordinary desires to increase their market shares have resorted to premium undercutting and offering over generous commissions to entice intermediaries, meaning that the amount that they are supposed to collect, they are undercutting. So ask yourself, if they are not making profit, why within the last 3 years there have been so many insurance companies? They undercut the amount that they should get. So they didn't tell us. So when we met them in a meeting and questioned them, then they said they were sorry and that they would inform us of the implementation. Only to hear on the radio that they were going to.
When did you hear this? When did you hear it on the radio that they were going to increase it by between 350 and 400%?
Up to now, they didn't say 350. They always go on radio to say 100% until we got the document to know that it is 350, 450. And that was last 2 weeks Tuesday. Right. So when we heard, the GRTC said that no, they didn't discuss this with us. So go to the Ghana Insurance Association, which I did. I met the chief executive and explained the harm this will do to our economy. He said now he has had approval from National Insurance Commission, the regulator, so he could do nothing about it. So I reported to our ministry. It was there, and then the Ministry of Transport.
So are you saying that they didn't have a good reason to increase it?
They don't have a good reason to increase it. Assume you and I, our father tells us that every month let's fetch 2 buckets of water into a barrel. Then there is leakage on the barrel. Then one morning our father calls and says, because there is leakage on the barrel, instead of going 2 buckets a day, go 5 buckets a day. That is what they are doing. You are seeing there are leakages in the industry. It is losing out. Now let me tell you, the investigation that we got our consultant to do has revealed that the brokers offer the premium for any percentage they want. And when they collect the money, they don't pay to the insurance companies. They keep the money sometimes 3-4 months, making business with the money and later pay to the insurance company.
This morning, we interviewed them on the GTV breakfast show. And the chairman of the committee, the review committee, actually told us that their biggest problem is that there's been a high rise in the number of claims that people are making and the amounts that the courts are granting to the claimants.
Yeah, fair. But you and I would agree. If there's leakage, you block the leakage first to know the shortfall. So if you are not blocked the leakage, what is the basis for deciding on the increase? You block the leakage to know that this is the amount that you are getting into the fund. So we need a top up of this. But you have not blocked the leakage. So what was the basis for deciding? Decide the issue. Now let me give you an example. It might be funny. A friend told me, you met at the workshop. He was saying something happened at Asalam Dam one weekend. They were driving in a car, the tire went, the fuel went off. When they got down, 4 knots were not there. So they stood there thinking, what would you do? Excuse me to say, a madman, very dirty, came to stand by, and he was laughing at them. And they were saying, look at him, he's laughing at them. And I said, do you think about this? You have added 3 fuels of 4 knots. Why don't you take 111 and make the 4th one 3, so you have 3 and you drive away? The one look at the other guy and say, hey, is this what a madman is saying? If a madman can reason like this, and you have the phone leaking away, you don't block it, and you decide that let's increase it by 350, 450%.